Hey guys, I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, my goodness. Yesterday the weather wasn't so good. Yesterday is when we did the intros of the dogs that we rescued from Marion County, all the Belgians and the Shepherds. And today's day 2. And this Shepherd right here, her name is Sasha. She's very, very loyal, doesn't leave my side. High anxiety, some separation anxiety, but in time I think that'll get better. And here they are. These are the dogs just from yesterday. Look at the difference. Not that yesterday was bad. It was really an amazing dog intro. Kind of, look how sweet. This is Cash. This is the puppy. We're going to name the puppy Ajax, I believe, the Belgian. He's the one that's going to be the most amount of work. Here's the puppy. And again, we're going to name him Ajax. And it's just really beautiful. I don't want to sound too spiritual, but for me, it's been a tough year so far. I will say it's been a very, very difficult year so far. I know I'm sure it has for a lot of people. Like after Lily passed away, it was really hard for me to just have my mindset that I usually do. It really took a toll on me. And then event after event, there was just a lot of things that really felt like falling apart that were out of my control, and it was taking a little bit of a toll on me. And that, along with having so much rain, the weather can really have an effect. It's a fact. It's not just like an opinion. The weather, consistent weather, when you're not getting vitamin D and the sun that you need, it can, when things are already bad, it definitely doesn't help. So it's nice to have such a lovely rescue mission, to be able to rescue so many of these dogs and then have such a great pack intro, and then right after that have a really beautiful day. It's things like that really just make me so happy. And it reminds me, I did an interview recently for someone for a management position. She asked, as far as when we adopt dogs out, is this the standard? Will you only adopt out to someone who can offer this? It was a good question. The answer is no. I don't expect every dog to get this life, to get this amount of freedom. If someone's going to do what's necessary and be a responsible owner and take the dogs on walks several times a day and things like that, then they don't have to have 300 acres, right, and a staff and everything. Of course not. But it's a good question, because this is a beautiful thing for them. And it's such a pleasure to witness it, what this type of environment and what this type of love and what this type of practice, if you will, can do for a dog, can do for any animal, really. It's such a need for any animal or anything that's suffering, the needs of feeling safe and the need of love. And it is such a pleasure to be able to provide that to them. Safety and love. It really is, man. It makes, when I have this moment where I could be here with them and see them spread out like this and just know what their life was like before they got here. The pain, emotionally and physically, the hunger, the loneliness. When I see them here like this, happier than ever, it doesn't make me think about my problems and all the things that I've gone through or I'm going through, because I'm able to provide this for them. And that's, at the end of the day, that's good enough for me. And to be able to share it with you is a beautiful bonus. I think people tend to forget, although it's only been a few years to have a sanctuary, I've spent the majority of my life at animal shelters and getting to know dogs and animals, and it's just weird. I was a kid running away from school, going to an animal shelter, telling dogs, when I was just a kid, telling dogs I was going to save them one day. And my God, 25 years later, where that promise has come true. Always be true to your word, you know? It's just special. It is just special. And the silence of it. You know, there's over 100 dogs on this field right now. Over 100 dogs. You can barely hear a thing. It's just really special. It was nice to spend some time with you and to chat about some of my thoughts as I'm on this walk with the dogs. What's Tommy got here? Tommy! Tommy, what is that? All right, we'll talk about it later. Bring it back. Bring it back, Tommy. Look how big Ranger's getting. Can you believe it? You're my Ranger boy. My Ranger boy. He's a sweet boy. He needs a bath. Bro, I'm really feeling this Belgian Malinois Shepherd army. It makes me feel powerful. I can't explain it. I feel like I could have won World War II. All the wars. There's something about them. No offense, Stella. You're kind of not helping. Look at this face. It's the cutest dog in the world, dude. Naming him Ajax. Ajax. My goodness. Look at this baby. You're gonna be a big boys. I love you. My goodness, I love you. You talk about, you know, not judging people, and you talk about how everyone has their own stuff going on in life. I want you to think about this for a second. We talk about how everyone has their own stories and their own issues, right? Think about how many people you deal with on a regular basis, how many people you talk to, say hi to, walk by at the store, at the grocery store, or wherever you go, just how many people you see. Think about that. You see all these dogs here, right? You probably see at least this amount of people every day, right? Just by walking by, you probably at least see this amount of people. And we never think about all the things that that person has gone through, right? We only judge exactly what we see right in front of us. And when I think about that, when I see these dogs, you know, living this life, it's hard to imagine all the things that they have gone through. But each and every single one of them has a story. Each and every single one of them has a past. And one of the most beautiful and biggest differences between their story and our story and the things that we hold on to is exactly that we hold on to it. You know, we hold on to it. Every day that a dog wakes up, it's like, in my eyes, it's the first day of that dog's life, right? Every day they wake up, it's that day. It's just another beautiful day, no matter what. But we hang on to yesterday. We hang on to a week ago. And unfortunately, many of us hang on to 10 years ago and 20 years ago, and we carry that with us. And that's where it gets really complicated for people, you know? Look at these guys. They're amazing. Really, like to see them out of that shelter into this pack. Remember these brothers? Remember her just running around in circles? This is the dog that was just running in circles, you know, just completely stressed out of her mind. There she is. Doesn't help. Look, in that confinement, in that area, she was hanging on to that story. But as she gets out, she immediately, she's out now on a new path. Doesn't hang on to that story that made her have the anxiety of going in circles over and over, you know? Just incredible. All right, guys. I love you and have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye.